Hi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. So what are we going to do today, girls? Any thoughts? Okay. How about
Miss, can we draw a real life dog?
a real life dog? All right. Okay. We can try. Definitely. We can try to draw a real life dog. Any particular kind of dog you like?
A French king?
A French dog? Is it just called a French thing, or is there a name to the dog?
There is. I have this French breed dog at home. He's a Bichon Frise, so it's like a white dog.
A white dog.
Mhm.
White dog, French dog. Okay, let me see French dog names. I don't know. Breeds. I think I should get breeds. What was the name you gave me?
Bichon Frise.
Bichon Frise. Okay, let me look for a Bichon Frise. Do you know what that means?
No.
Oh, it's a white dog with a very furry. Yeah, okay, we could draw that. It's like drawing a daisy. We'll have to draw everything around it because it's just like a cloud. Okay. All right, let me show you a picture. Is there any other dog we can make also in case we finish drawing this one really fast?
We can make a Siju.
A Shih Tzu?
Mm.
Okay. Oh, this is a very sweet one. Okay, I'm going to share images. Oh, one is fine. The other one, I'll look for a better picture. So where have you seen this dog? Shinika? Okay.
A suggestion as well for dogs. Miss,
Yes.
I have a suggestion for dogs. A poodle.
A poodle? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's try drawing this one first. This one will be very fun to draw. We can try and draw this in a very fun manner. Because we don't always have to draw a dog like it's, oh my, WhatsApp is working. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need 2 minutes to. Do any of you have dogs?
Me.
Which one do you have?
Where's your sandwich? Very cute.
Yes, that's the one that I sent. Nah?
It's very cute. I love it.
It is very cute. So, Shinika, what is your
That is
dog's
the
name?
dog I have. The
It is the dog you have. Okay, so what is your
It's
dog's
very
name?
cute. I love it.
Sorry, what is your dog's name, Shinika?
Snowy.
Snowy? That is so nice because it does look like snow. Okay. Let me see if I can show this to you. And Myra is wearing a t-shirt which has a dog on it. I think that's also a French dog. Is that a French dog?
No, miss, it's a bulldog.
So French, so bulldogs are French also. I just found out.
Oh,
Yeah, there is a French bulldog. Did you know that?
no.
Which one did you want? A poodle, huh? Okay. Poodles are very cute too. Wow, they're very sweet. Okay, this is one is a very called a show poodle. I'll show you that poodle. That's very popular. And then we have regular poodles. Isn't that cute? That's so sweet.
It is cute.
So we
Wait,
can make
miss,
this one.
this is a Bichon Frise curly
Oh, is it? Okay.
hair.
So
Yeah,
use
because
this
this looks
one.
like my dog.
Oh, yeah? Okay. How about this one?
It's really cute.
Mm. And this one is a poodle.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I love
What
this.
is this?
It's so cute. This is also poodle.
No, miss, this is a Bichon Frise also.
Oh, is it? It
Yeah.
came under my search for poodle.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm mistaken. Okay.
And this one also, the dog sitting on the bench.
Yeah, that too. So I'm going to show you how to draw that dog, and then we can draw more dogs, and we can draw them like funny pictures. Not funny pictures, but an illustration of a dog. So you can make a realistic dog also, and then you can also make it look more contemporary. So not like a formal portrait, and that can be fun also. All right, so I will show you how to draw this. To Now, since our dog is white, we are probably going to have to draw around that white space. Otherwise, how is the dog going to stand out in a manner of speaking? So let's take the first picture. That is just the face of the dog. So whenever you have anything to draw, you first figure out what are the shapes you make. Okay, so the basic shapes that you can make are a circle, an oval, maybe a square, maybe a rectangle. Oh, sorry, a rectangle, a cone, maybe a triangle. So these are basic shapes that you can make, and that helps you make anything. So the first picture that we have of the dog, I'm going to show you these shapes in the picture. You don't have to draw. I just want you to see how I see the shapes and how you can see the shapes also.
Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I want it. I have it.
Okay, so let's start with the nose. We can first make a circle for the nose, right?
There's two circles
Then
in the middle.
around it, we can make a smile or a smile kind of shape. Let me try and do this differently. So we have a circle. Then we have just a small line over here for the mouth. Oops, not a straight line. This is a curved line. So it's almost around like a concentric circle. Then we have a shape for the snout. This is the snout, right? There we go. And
Why
yes,
is this
Safreen is also helping me draw.
Yeah.
1 second. And then you have a head,
A very big head.
a big, just a bigger circle. See, so all these circles are sitting inside each other. And then you would have
the nose and the head. It's not exactly a circle.
it's
And
not
if
an
you put ears like that to it, it looks like a panda.
yeah, it's not, it does look like a panda.
Should I just get my dog and show you how this straight head is? It's more.
I just want you to see some things about this. So the circles,
Like a koala.
yeah,
It looks
just
like
see,
a koala now.
it does. Just see this. So if I draw a big circle first, sorry, not this one. If I draw a big circle and I draw a line along the center, vertical and horizontal, it gives you some idea where you draw the next circle. And then I can divide this in half again. And this gives you an idea where to draw the third circle and so on and so forth. So can you see, you can just draw lines and circles and squares and figure out how to draw this. I'm going to put a picture of this. I'm going to just save this and I'm going to start drawing exactly like that. Okay. And you can follow me and then we will do the shading and the coloring. Now what we're going to do is draw the face, do a little bit of shading, but then we are going to color up around. Oh, just 1 second, girl. Huh?
Miss, your screen is blurry. Miss?
Ma'am, you're on mute.
Sorry. Okay. So let's start with making that big circle. Leave a lot of room around because then we can paint it. Otherwise, we won't even see the doggy's face on.
Miss, I have a very big. I have a very big.
I know, Safrin. Safrin, now I know that. But look, look at the size that I'm making. Just make it to the same size. Yeah,
Okay.
it's no bigger than my finger. So it should be maybe a little bigger than your finger, but not a whole page. All right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
If we don't start fast, we won't be able to finish drawing a dog. Okay. So let me draw this before you interrupt me. Okay. Now I'm going to make a
Yes.
line that's vertical, half. Okay, girls, I can see you erasing. So are you erasing because you're drawing very dark? Don't draw very dark. See how light I've drawn this? I want you to draw very lightly and don't erase right now. Erase afterwards. Even I have my eraser here somewhere. I will use it only afterwards. Don't erase after every line you draw. Okay, then we have a horizontal line. Okay, this much you should be able to draw without having to erase, because this is not the final version. When the final version is made, we will use a little eraser here and there. Now, we are going to draw a circle around this side, so that a little bit comes up here, a little bit comes up here. Okay, so it's going to fit in like this. And see, when I make a circle, I make lots of lines. I don't make just one line. If you make a circle like this, and then it does not come a circle, then you have to erase it. But if I draw lightly, and even if my circle comes this way and not perfect, I can always change it and not have to erase it. Okay. Then we have, not in the center, but a little to the left, we'll draw one more tiny circle. And then here we'll draw one eye, and here we'll draw the other eye. Now it's looking almost like a teddy bear.
Miss, it is looking like a teddy bear.
So now we know how to even make a teddy bear. We could just make something like that and ears and make a teddy bear. Most animals have something similar. All right. Okay. Shall we continue
Yes,
now?
like a koala. Yes, like a koala. You
There's
can
like
also
a
make
koala.
it to a koala.
All right. Now for the nose, what we're going to draw is just between the eyes. We have to draw one straight line coming in. Now, this is all new stuff that I'm showing you. We haven't drawn this in the rough image. So we draw a line coming through here, and we will draw nostrils like that. And a shape like this. This is how a dog's nose is. So it's got two C shapes on the side, a V shape, and an inverted C shape.
Miss,
Yes,
someone has sent something in the chat.
someone has said something in the chat. Oh, yes. I am there, Safreen. Why? I can see you. I can hear you also.
No, Miss, because your screen was blurry and you weren't.
So this was before.
why.
Yeah. Okay, I'm here now. Okay, now after we draw this, we can just make a few, we can make a few lines like that, which go away from the nose, like this. This is how the hair on the snout will be. So it's not like sun's rays. On the sides, they come sideways and down. The bottom, they come down. On the top, they go up, but they also go towards the side of the eyes. Now, the eyes are not perfect circles, so we are going to make them a little closer to the nose and small, like this, slightly small, because some of them the eyes get hidden. Now see how I'm making adjustments to my drawing. The earlier figures that we've drawn are all guidelines, and the guidelines are there. So based on those, we can make adjustments. Now both these eyes, I'm going to put a tiny circle over here on the right side of each eye. That's going to be the highlight. And I'm going to make a dark dot or circle in the center of the eye. All right, everyone with me?
No, ma'am. Just wait a minute.
I can wait if you want.
Yeah, I want to wait.
Okay, Safreen, hold your pencil a little far away, only in the pinch of your fingers. Yeah, and are you holding your book with the other hand? Everyone should hold your book with the other hand so that this hand, your right hand, or those of you who are working with your left hand, keep your right hand down, and your drawing hand should move very freely. It moves freely only if your non-drawing hand is holding the book. Leela, are you, since you joined late, I just want to show you how we did this. We made a circle first, a big circle, then drew a vertical and horizontal, and then we drew a smaller circle and then a further smaller circle. So just follow my proportions because we've made this based on the picture of a dog, which I'll show you. It's in the group. Okay, now we are going.
Mom, I didn't get how to make the eyes.
You didn't get how to make the eyes? The outer shape or just the shading?
The shading.
We haven't shaded yet. So this is the shape you make for any eye.
Is this a rough or are we doing the final thing?
This is final.
Okay.
So this is the eye. All mammals have eyes which are round, and you will have a highlight, and then you will have a lens in the center, which is usually circular. Okay, we've done up to that point. Now, because the head is tilted, both eyes will have the highlight on the same side. So if we have two eyes like these, the highlight is always on the same side, not on opposite side. So now if I tilt the head, which I have done now, see, one highlight will go up and the other highlight will go a little to the right. Okay.
I think I made the lines a little bit dark, so it's not really looking, the eyes are not looking that great.
Okay, let me see how dark it is.
Is my dog looking good?
1 second, no, I'll just see everyone.
Your dog is very cute.
Ayana, let me see. So you know what? It's not so bad. I'll tell you what you can do differently. So what you got, as I see it, you got this here, and then this part you made really dark. So it's pretty light over here, right? So as long as you have, so here's two solutions. You can make a smaller highlight and then shade this dark, or then shade this whole thing dark. That's one option you have. The second option is, if this is become really dark, but you have more space here, you can easily put a highlight on this side and shade this part dark. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to shade the center dark and the outside just a little lighter, but very lightly. So,
Miss, is my drawing okay?
1 minute, let me finish Ayana's, and then I will address everyone's, okay? So this is what I'm going to do, but this is not so different from if you even do it like that. And in fact, in the photograph, it looks more like this than this. Okay, so you can fix it. All right.
Miss,
Yeah, let me see Shrenika's. Yeah, it's okay for now. The lines that you've drawn over here, Shrenika, are a little too dark. So just to remember that next time when you're making these lines, you don't have to make them so dark. They're just, even if you don't make a full line. So suppose this is my circle and I can, let me pin and show you. Any guideline we make, you don't even have to make it fully. Just an idea of where the line is enough. So what I see you've done is probably something like that, which is fine in the beginning because you don't know any better. And it's just for me to explain to you how it works. So if you want, you can remake this. You can make a second circle and draw it.
Miss, is this the final drawing or?
It can be. If it works out, it can be. All
But
right.
if it doesn't work out, can we like do a proper final drawing?
Of course, yeah, you can make any amount of proper final one.
And I love cute dogs.
All right, now look at this. Now I'm going to make a little mouth here, pretty close to the nose. And I'm also going to shade the nose a little bit. But look at how I'm doing this. I'm going to shade the whole thing medium dark. And then I'm going to shade the nostrils a little darker on the inside part. Now, whenever you're shading this, remember, shade it with holding your pencil far away. If you're holding it very close, then you will make it very dark. But when you're holding it far, this is how you should shade. So if this is my nose, hold it far and just touch the pencil and move your fingers. If you hold it too close, then you just get lots of lines and it becomes very dark. And you don't need it so dark. Now we have a circle over here, which I think is a little too large. I'm not so sure. So I'm going to first make these lines on the chin.
Miss, first your dog was sprouting. How is it happy again?
Now it's happy. Yeah. Then I'm going to increase the hair on the snout and make them longer.
Actually, dogs has more hair, miss.
They're coming. I'm putting up the hair, more and more hair.
And sometimes, and those dogs are mostly normal in Japan.
All right, now here's a point where I'm going to use the eraser. And I'm going to erase.
Down.
Look at how I'm going to do this. I'm going to use the eraser in between these lines very carefully. See, I'm not erasing the whole thing. So this eraser works like a drawing tool. So it's making negative lines. I'm removing the guidelines where I finished the drawing part. I still need the guidelines in other places, but I'm removing the guidelines in the places the face is already done, so I don't get confused now. I don't need this line. I don't need this line, but I'm still keeping the circle. I don't need this line. Okay, so see, this is how you should use an eraser. Not like that, not erasing the whole thing, because then you lose your guidelines. Your guidelines are like a flashlight in the dark. Have you used a flashlight in the dark?
Yeah, I'm not really that scared.
Not about scared, but just to see where you go. What if you're in the woods and you don't know whether, and it can get really dark in the woods and you don't have any light, then how will you find your way out? So then
Yeah, I was just
flashlight.
using my mother's behind lights. I can see very clearly.
All
And
right.
there's 8 students today, I see.
Okay, so now I can make these shapes much better. Is everyone with me?
Let's slow down.
All right, I can slow down.
Let's slow down.
This looking fine.
Let me see. Yes, it's looking fine. Yeah. So just check that the lines around the nose, when they come to the, wait, on the center, they go up. On the left, they go towards the left. On the right, they go towards the right. So just check if you want to make some adjustments.
I think we're making white dogs today.
We are making only white dogs.
Isn't yeah. Isn't it like very cute white dogs? Is it like this?
Let me check. Yes, see, that's looking so much nicer, Shanika. Very good. I'm glad you kept the first picture. So now you can always remember what not to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's good. Very nice. Okay, so
Is this circle a bit too big?
it may be, see, even mine is a bit too big, but let it be. So as we grow the design now, we'll know, not the design, the face, we will know how far we should go, right?
Can we also make a body?
Yeah, but not for this one, because the body is just going to go outside the page, I think. Let's first focus on the face and then let's try and make a body as well. Maybe just the shape of the body. Okay, is everyone with me? Shall we
No
proceed?
body, just head and ears.
Safrin, hold the book, please. Hold the book. Hold your pencil differently. Yeah, and draw lighter lines. Don't draw that. Don't draw the circle. You don't need it. All right. Now let's move to the other part. Now the head. Now in the head, it's got slightly curly hair. It's not straight. So how do we draw that? Always draw from the center, and you can draw small curly hair like that. So it's just a zigzag line. And you don't draw all the hair. You just draw a few hair. And then along with that, some hair in the shadows. And the distance between the middle of the eyes to the chin and the middle of the eyes to the hair is pretty much the same. Now we use lines to also draw shadows. So anywhere where you see extra shadows, you can draw more lines. So I will have lines here, extra lines.
Nice. It looks like more as a cartoonish dog.
Well, yeah, in the beginning, it will look like a cartoonish dog. But it's the same thing that if you put the right lines in the right place and a little bit of shading, then suddenly it starts looking like a realistic dog. Already, this is a little more realistic than other dogs that we draw. Now, wherever there is a highlight, so here, there's a lot of light falling. So here you don't see too many hairs. So you can just make more hair coming this way. And now I'm going to erase the outer circle. Because the head, in this case, is not, the hair is not cut in a perfect circle. But I think for this particular breed of dog, you can make the head look like it's a perfect circle. Okay. This, then add.
This like this. I think my dog is over.
Your dog is over? Okay. And how
Yes.
about yours now?
Did you know cats have a very have like human faces. Can you please check my dog?
Wait. I'm still coming to that. So now in the spaces in between, you just draw a few short lines over here so that you can complete the circle, but it does not have to, and it doesn't even have to be a circle. Some lines higher, some lines lower, some lines longer, shorter. So this completes the head. And then we will draw its ears. So everything is just drawn with broken lines.
Yeah, this was pretty fun and easy.
And then because we just can't draw only a head, we will just draw a little bit of the body. And now I am going to draw a nice shape around this, a nice wobbly line. A little bit of the face will come out of that wobbly line. So I'm going to draw it like that. It's almost as if the dog is peeping out of a window. Okay, everyone with me?
Wait, miss, I have not even done the first year.
Oh, okay.
Miss, I'm not getting how to make like the ears.
So the ear is like a C shape, and I'm just drawing
Is it like
Miss,
this?
sorry.
Miss.
Yes.
Is it like this?
Okay.
1 second. Let me just tackle one thing at a time. So this ear is like a C shape, and I can just visualize the C shape like that. And then when I'm drawing the lines, I'm drawing them going not across, like if this is the C shape, they don't go across, but they go along it. Some go through it, but they're always along it. So this is the imaginary C shape. And if I draw the lines around it, you can see the ear like that. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you can't imagine the C shape, you can just draw a dotted line very lightly and then make the shape. All right, who's next? Whose problems?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Miss, can you see my
Yes, looking nice. So Alia, your a little bit of your proportions have changed. So your dog is actually looking a little bit like a gremlin, but that's fine. A gremlin is also cute. Shinika,
What is a gremlin?
I'll show you a picture of a gremlin. Shinika, I think the circle around your dog's head might be a little too long, wide. So see where the ear is gone really far away. It's gone. It's like the dog has bumped his head so much that it's gone and got a big bump and the ear has been stretched out. Can you see that? So look at the distances. Now this is a nice example of figuring out proportion. Do you know what proportions mean?
No.
So proportion means, look at your hand. See, you have the palm of your hand and you have the fingers. There's a proportion in how long your hand and fingers are. So usually in a grown-up hand, the fingers are about as big as the palm, right? But my fingers are not the entire stretch of my hand, right? My fingers are not this long, like a pencil. Are they? So
No.
this is proportion. This is called proportion. So if you want to draw a hand of a person, you can draw a circle You measure how long the circle is, and the same distance away you will make the finger, and you get something that looks like a hand. Got it? But if I were to draw something really long and then some really short lines, well, it will look like some kind of finger or hand, but it'll look odd. You get me?
Mhm.
It starts looking odd. So proportion is very important. Now, in the case of our dog, when we are drawing a dog or anything like that, it usually has a proportion in its face. So look at the distance between its eyes. And look at the distance between the eye and the ear. So this is the distance between the eye, about so much. And about the same distance, is it this much, and a little more is the ear. Now, do you want to check how much your distance is? And in the beginning, all this happens. Sometimes you get the distances wrong. So you might get the distance between the eyes right, and then the ear might come right here. Or sometimes it might come really far away. But this is one way of checking. How far have I drawn the eyes? And in comparison, in proportion to the distance between the eyes, what is the distance between the ears? It doesn't always have to be the same, but it gives you a measurement. Do you get me? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't, then you can please ask me. I'm happy to explain.
Did I remake it?
Did you? Sorry?
Should I like remake it?
No, you don't need to remake it. You can erase. In fact, actually, I would suggest first draw the new shape and then erase the old shape.
Is this better? Is this better?
Let me have a look. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
A little closer would help. See the distance between your eyes. How much is that? And the ear should be just a little bit more beyond. See this distance and this distance. I'm taking distance sideways, and then I'm taking distance in a straight line because the eye is in a straight line next to the ear. So bring it a little closer.
What, the book?
Okay, let me see it again. Okay. Yeah. Have you drawn the new year?
Yeah.
Okay. So the line that's closer, I think that is correct. Now bring it slightly lower, just next to the eye like that.
Okay.
And then you can erase the older one. Now, those of you who finished the dog, you can use some colors or watercolor if you want to paint the box around the dog.
Whatever color we like.
You can use color pencils, or you can make it blue, red, any one color or two colors.
Outside or inside?
Outside over here. Let me make it for you, and then you'll know.
Is this better?
Reason I have lost my water container. Give me a minute, please.
What?
Oh, yes.
And Miss, can I show my dog?
Oh, very nice. Yeah, your dog's hair is beautiful. So huge.
So did I do good?
Sorry?
So did I do good?
You did. Could you turn it the right side up so I can see it better? Because right now it's upside down.
Okay. Miss?
Yeah, I think you did good. That's very nice. Very nice.
Miss, is this better?
Yes, let me check. I think it's better. Yes, I think it's good. Let's move on.
Can I use color pencil?
You can use color pencils, you can use crayons. So this is now, I just want you to see how I'm painting around the dog. Now, because the dog's fur, it's not going to be like a flat round. That's how I will paint. So I'm going to put some lines around the dog's face like this, not flat. So I'm not making on the other side. See, I'm going to make it flat. But around the dog, I'm going to make my lines like fences. So I call these lines like fences. When you make a line,
What are you doing to the dog?
wait, let me,
I don't want to paint this.
you don't want to paint it?
Yeah.
Okay, but your dog will not be visible then, very possibly.
No, I'm going to outline it with a micro.
All right, that's also a thought. Let's see, you can always decide later. So very often when you are, so when you are, when you have a topic that is white, a subject that is white, but you also want it to look light and fluffy, I would avoid using a micron pen because that will make the lines look very stiff. It won't make the dog look fluffy. So better than that, keep the lines in pencil because then it also makes the dog look white. Too many micron tip lines will make the dog look gray. But then if you want it to stand out, then you should try to paint around it. It's like painting white flowers. If you use black lines in them, then the flower does not look really white. Get what I mean? But Alia, you are free to choose whatever you want to. I would like you to make it and see it because it's not wrong.
Miss,
That's also another look. Yes?
did I like paint the outlines brown like you did?
I've not made the outlines brown.
No, like it's brownish, like the window part.
It's actually it's a red color. How is it that you're seeing it?
Miss,
Brown.
because in the camera it looks like
Maybe the camera is showing it red, but it doesn't matter whichever color. I'm just using the same color. I'm using a red color, but look at these lines. Look at how I made the edges. So I'm painting my doggy's hair in vertical lines on the outside. And sometimes they're also like this. And then on the side, I'm painting them like this. Now, as I paint this edge of the dog, I'm also painting the corner or the edge of the box.
But Miss, can I like do the box brown?
Yes, you can choose whatever color you want.
Miss, I have a question. Is it okay if I just paint the like the outlines?
Why not? Why don't you do it and then we'll see how it looks.
Actually, I changed my mind.
Okay.
I think I just remembered it.
I think around its eyes also, it's got some dark hair like that.
Miss,
Yes.
I accidentally colored. I painted inside the year.
Inside the what?
Year.
All right, let's have a look.
I painted inside it accidentally, and
No, that's okay. Let me have a look.
now the year isn't showing.
Oh, so you went inside over here. That's okay. That's just one line, right? Over there.
No, it's like the full year.
The full year? No, I think that's the year that was wrong. It's too far away. So you can paint over there. You made a new year, right? New year.
It doesn't look like a new year.
Yeah, happy new year.
It's not even New Year.
Well, she made a new year, so I just wished her happy new year.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, very nice, Safreen. I love your dog. He is absolutely adorable.
Thank you. But Miss, my year, it's like there's no more year.
There is a year that, and it's the one that's closer. That's the year. What you painted, I think, is correct, except that one
No, like
line.
no year is showing. That's the main problem.
That's okay. So I'll tell you why it's not showing, because it's just one big fur ball, isn't it? So if we want the year to show, which I was going to show you guys anyway, you don't have to do this. Don't paint this part, but I want you to see. You want to show that there's some shadow here or some light there. This is what I would do. And you can do it later, but I want you to first just see it. So I'm going to take a blue and I'm going to put a blue on this side of the snout. I'm going to make the same kind of line that we did for the
Now it looks like it's crying.
but it's a shadow. Don't worry, it's not crying.
It looks so sad.
I'm just making lines. I know it does look sad,
It looks
but it's
so
smiling also.
it's having half
And here I'm gonna make
tears.
lines to show the ear, the
It
shadow
is
behind the ear.
having
And here I'm gonna make a little bit of shadow to show the snout.
My blue is too dark. If I did that, it would look like the dog fell into a pot of ink.
Well, you know what? You don't need to make it very dark. See, my blue also is very dark. But what I do is I take water. See this? I'm using paint that's here, not here. So I take very little
Miss,
paint and water, and then I make this. And then I can put layers on it also. And I can also put
can you like
wait. Let me finish talking, please. So I'm also going to put some over here. So then that looks like that part is behind the chin. Yes. Who had a question?
can you
I
like
got it.
make the screen only on you
Yes,
because
yes.
I can't see.
I can.
Miss, the dog still looks like it's crying.
But
It
it's got
looks
a
like
smile.
it's crying and the tears fell onto its ear.
It's having happy tears.
Maybe it's happy tears. Yeah, that looks fine. And by the way, these are the colors of the French flag. Huh? Since we made a French dog, we've made a bluish shadow in the dog. White is the color of the dog, and red is the third color.
I have
Blanche rouge.
been in France. Yeah, so this is perfect
Yeah, it's absolutely perfect.
because I have been to France.
Mm.
While learning French in my school,
Oh, very nice. So what
And
did you learn?
French,
What is a
and
dog
French is
in?
very hard.
I don't know. We
It's,
just
French is
started
very
learning
hard
the
according to
alphabet.
Google.
A dog. A dog in French is called a chien.
But Chance Fritz. I have seen them before on the streets. They're very cute.
Mhm.
In
Yeah,
France,
Avantika,
they're
let me
very
see yours.
What, ma'am?
Yes, I just
Do you
want
know
to see
those?
yours.
Do you
Very
know those fluffy? Do you know those fluffy dogs? Those very fluffy dogs.
Are you going to wait, Safin, 1 minute? Huh? Let me just talk to everyone. Avantika, are you going to make a shape around the dog's face and color it?
Ma'am, I'm not gonna color it. The
All right. All right, no problem. Will you write the name of the dog breed though?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but write it beautifully. Write it, don't scribble it, write it nicely.
It
All
looks like a Shih Tzu that's in my building. Its name is Banku.
Oh, maybe a Shih Tzu also we can draw. So maybe next week we can draw a Shih Tzu over here. Shall we do that?
Look, I have a friend. Yeah.
Oh, so nice. Yeah, I think Shinika, that works. That looks nice. It's a very
Look,
nice
miss,
attempt.
did I like now draw something?
Okay, one
Miss,
thing is,
did I like
Shafrin,
write
wait.
the
Shafrin, wait, let me
write?
talk. Shinika, I want you to, whenever you lift your book, I want you to keep your brush down. Oops, see this is what happens. Keep your brush down and then lift the book, because by mistake, if the brush, because it has paint, it'll make a mark and then that's the end of your painting, isn't it? All right. Okay. Show me one more time. I just want to see it properly.
Can you see it?
A little to the right. Yes, I think this works. Okay. So there can be a little bump over here. So a little bit of a brown on this side and a little bump around the ear might work. Okay. Yes, Safrin. Oh, she's gone off.
You're back. I'm back.
All right. You wanted to say something?
I'm back.
Yes. Yes, Safrin. Do you want to say something? You were saying something. I had to cut you off.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Look, my friend has this very cute dog. That name is Pancho. He's very cute and playful.
She's very cute.
It's a he, not a she.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He is very cute and playful.
Yes.
So do you want to make some other dogs next week? So we can make maybe a
Or
bulldog.
cat.
Make a German Shepherd.
Exactly, we can do a German Shepherd or a different kind of a dog. All right, so next week we
Oh, I
will
really
make a
want to do that today.
German Shepherd.
Yes, I really like them.
Ma'am, can you show the drawing again?
I can. Okay, so our time is up. Those of you who have finished, who would like to leave, you can leave, and I will see you next week.
Miss, can you just show the drawing?
I am.
I can. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh, I will spotlight myself. There.
Miss, I'm done. When I go, I have to go to another class.
Yes. Could you please share your picture on the group? I'd love to have a closer look. Thank you, Anna. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Yes.
Miss, can I go now? I need to go to the library and bring some
Okay.
books.
Okay, Safreen. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Ma'am, can I leave?
Yes, if you're done, you can leave, Avantika. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Does this look good?
Yes, it looks good. Shrinika, could you send your picture on the group? I will show you how you can make an adjustment and then you can color it. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Miss, our picture's done.
All right. Can I have a look? Oh, very sweet. Very nice. Well done. Will you share it on the group, please?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So if we're done, can we end the session for today?
Yes, Miss.
All right. Bye.
Bye.